Whoa! Hello. Today begins. This is January 1st, 2024. Begins day one of Album Quest. That's what I'm calling it. Today, where I am going to listen to one album every day for the year of 2024 and make a video about it. This should about double the number of albums that I've listened to in my entire life. And I'm just going to do whatever comes up. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Right now, we're going over today's album, Blood by Lianne Havas. I know that of all of her projects, the more popular one is probably going to be her eponymous album that came out, I think, a year or two ago, maybe 3 years ago at this point. Let me double check. Oh, that's File Explorer. But anyway, regardless of it was 2020, 4 years ago. Okay. Her whole career and this album evidently is built off of this like really smooth like neo soul kind of sound, inspired by the likes of Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, The Roots, etc. And you can really hear it on this because there is a lot of focus just on her vocal and less so on like any crazy sounds or instrumentals going on in the background. That's not to say that the instrumentals are bad or that they don't matter, but you're definitely going to get a lot more mileage from her singing and her lyricism and the way that she presents herself on the album rather than any crazy solos, any like, super earworm hooks. And like overall, I really did enjoy the ride through this album. It's only 10 songs. I think my personal favorite is probably going to be Green and Gold. I had heard that one prior to listening to this one, and it was interesting enough, and it made me want to like listen to the whole thing. So the Green and Gold is definitely my favorite. Other highlights: What You Won't Do and Midnight, and then also Good Goodbye. All of those are very good tracks. If you're interested in checking those out. I think the biggest issue I have is not necessarily anything wrong with the album. It's just that because it is already such like a smooth, low, kind of slow sounding album, the songs that are slower than the rest really stick out and kind of bog the pacing down just a little bit, to the point where it wasn't like I'm bored. It was more like okay, this song is whatever. I would like to go back to a little bit higher energy. Not like super crazy, because that's not what this album is about. But just, something a little more to work off of. And I think, just first impressions, because I listened to it this morning, and it's been like 9 hours since then. But just first impressions, going off of what I remember, I would give this album a 5.5 out of 7. This is a great album, and I am definitely looking forward to looking at the rest of her stuff in the future, whenever that would be. If you like this album, let me know in the comments. If you hate this album, also tell me. If you have any albums you would like me to check out during Album Quest, let me know in the comments. I got a list that I've been continually adding to for the last 3 years, that I haven't really even made a dent in. So hopefully, a mix of that and some of the recommendations from the comments, I can really expand my horizons. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on day 2. Bye-bye.